Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's the Texas Longhorns facing the Louisville Cardinals.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now let's take a look at the Longhorns' opening lineup. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then there's Doherty. Then it's Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. Title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
Edwards can't hit. And here are the Cardinals. Here's White. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. White's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice bucket there. I mean, they are playing really, really smart basketball.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the lead's not that large, they're still in charge right now.
Here is Edwards, and stolen by Harrell. Oh, and a fast break for Louisville. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
A different look for Louisville. Payton comes in for Harrell, and it's Rozier in for Sanders. Blair with it. He kicks to Turner. Can they get it? So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Longhorns shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Both free throws good from Turner.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Blair, the screen. Richmond outside, kicks it to Blair, lets it go from deep, and it's Freak with the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And that one's good.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
And we've seen Durant go on and do great things in the NBA, but he had that one magical season with the Longhorns.
Yeah, you go back to his freshman year, he was player of the year, the first freshman to achieve that status. Absolutely dominated in every way on the floor. You knew the NBA was in his future immediately.
On the court right now for the Cardinals. Freak in a 2-guard. Thomas is out there with Payton, and it's Hughes in at the small forward position.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, That's as impressive as his skill set.
Peyton, good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Texas trails by 15. The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
Hughes, the pass to Freak. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
A platoon swap here for Texas. Sanders against Ellis. Ford to screen on Sanders. 59 seconds left here in the first half. Pass to Ford. And it's denied. Freak with it. Edwards there. Louisville again missing.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Now, here is Ford. Over in the corner, Ellis lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Louisville.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
A dominating... And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
You came for a show, and you got a show. What a first half we saw with a big lead being built early on.
And what a performance from Freak so far. You take him out of the equation, and this lead they have might not even exist. He's lived up to the hype in this one.
On the court for the Longhorns, he got Ellis. He's out there with Edwards. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the four-man position.
Well, in Texas, the Longhorns are known for their football history, actually all over the country. They have an impressive basketball alumnus list, too, though. A lot of pros have come out of Texas.
There's the dish to White. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Now Texas with it. Ellis outside. Pass to Edwards. 13 feet away. Misses off the right iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Freak dishes to Sanders. Now here's Freak. It's rebounded by Warwick. And here's Texas. Freak in at point guard. White is out there with Harrell. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5 down low. Good.
Yes, Anthony Doherty.
Cardinals leading by 21.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they They are pros, but Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
And the Cardinals will go for a different look here. Thomas checked in for Mack. Early comes in for Harrell. Russell, he's checked in for Sanders. And it's Price in for White. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cardinals.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And while the Longhorns don't have any college titles in men's basketball, they have more.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Louisville Cardinals and the Michigan Wolverines.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you get out.
Here are the starters for Louisville. Freak in at point guard. Harrell is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5 spot. The Wolverines shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really, in all sports, the school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Now here's Freak. Here's White. Good on the three-point shot.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Flash. Outside, Jones. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Here's Flash. Crawford outside. Dishes to Smith. Ring shot on the way. That one wide left.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
That is good. And that's now 6 points for Freak. Freak's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Outside, Jones. Smith outside. Here's Flash. In the corner, it's Crawford. Takes a 3, and the Wolverines another 3.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And that one's good. Freak.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
A big group substitution here for Louisville. Stevenson outside. Pass to Taylor. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Thomas. Shoots from 12. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Hughes got his first basket of the night. And here's Stevenson. Here's the screen. He kicks it to Cunningham. Here's Taylor. Second chance shot. Missed inside.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Taylor is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Jones. And it's Knight in at the 2.
You know what?
Freak. He's in at the point. White is out there with Harrell. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5, roaming the paint. Screen by Smith. Here's Flash. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low.
And for the Wolverines, they've got Jones. Ellis is out there with Smith. And there's Flash, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Freak kicks to White. To the paint. It's tipped. Outside, Jones. Here's Flash. Lets it go from deep. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Michigan leads by 3. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunity.
On the court for Louisville, Freak, he's in at point guard. Harrell is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Ellis with the screen for Crawford. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Crawford's got 7.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
And guys, over the years, Louisville has had a reputation of being a high-flying offense. You know they'll play at a high tempo and create a lot of chances. It's just what has worked for the program for so long.
There's Freak. Good on the triple. Freak's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Cardinals.
There's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. Greg, you said it moments ago, Louisville, a team that can get up and down the floor with great ease on both ends. They like to be Clark the aggressor in every situation.
Well, Kevin, you're right. They've always been able to recruit tremendous talent. Not only skilled, but athletic players, too. And it's hard to think of a Louisville team that doesn't get up and down quickly.
Ellis is out there with Smith. Then there's Flash. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2-guard. Screened by Ellis. Here's Flash. The feed to Ellis. The dish now to Smith. 7-foot shot. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Smith's got the lead up to 3 now for the Wolverines. Smith's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Freak dishes to Hero, and the shot is good.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Sanders checked in for Rozier. .156 left to play here in the second half. Michigan moving it around. Here's Flash. It's blocked. Sanders with the ball. There's Freak. Again, the Cardinals score. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cardinals.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
There's 1:38 left here in the second half of the game. Here's Flash. Feeds to Smith. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And Michigan leads by 1. And here's Louisville. Freak passes to White. To the wing right side. 1:05 left here in the second half. Freak kicks to White. And out of bounds as the Wolverines gain possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Here's Flash. Pass to Smith. 44 seconds left here in the second half. It's in!
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
And here are the Cardinals. Here's Freak. No good from outside. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And now we've got the intentional foul. And he commits the intentional foul. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And no problem there on the first free throw. 1-1 situation, so he'll get another. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
From outside the arc, count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
And no good on the 1-and-1. Oh, off target.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And so it's Michigan winning this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Till I met. Never knew things till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win a ring. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dog. Rap with my dog. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in the land. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a youngster don't wanna pull them. Even if a youngster don't wanna meet the sun. We gon' rep to the death where the roots is from. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause
Hi, everyone. We've got a great night of college basketball hoops in store for you tonight. It's a big matchup and some big-time energy in this building, and we're glad to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Georgetown Hoyas facing the Louisville Cardinals.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
A look at the Hoyas starting group. They've got Trice. Hudson is out there with Warren. Then there's Price. And it's Randolph in at the shooting guard position. Well, Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long. Really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas. And they've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
Cardinals on D. Trice, dishes to Warren. From the line, it's rebounded by Louisville.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Randolph grabs the board.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Hudson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. La Jolla shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And that one misses. And he sinks the second. And so it's Louisville with it. Here's Freak. He knocks down the three ball. Freak's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Louisville.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
White against Price. He feeds it to Randolph. Here's Trice. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Trice has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Freak. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Louisville on D. 3-point lead. Trice with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Now, here's Warren. The feed now to Price. Trice passes to Randolph. Price kicks to Trice. Hoyas moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. In the corner, Randolph with it. Here's Hudson. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Cardinals leading by 3. Fires from deep. And it's Freak missing. This is to Price. And here is Warren. The pass to Trice. Randolph goes in. And it's Freak with the rebound.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Taking a look at the Hoyas. Warren is out there with Price. Then there's Hudson. And it's Trice. And it's Randolph in at the 2. Trice dishes to Warren. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Warren's got his first basket of the night. And it's a completely new group. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Freak, he's in a point guard. Harrell is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Taking a look at the Hoyas, Hudson is out there with Warren. Then there's Price. And it's Trice. And it's Randolph in at shooting guard. And it's Freak missing. Hoyas leading by 3. To the inside. It's tipped. Sanders with the steal. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Freak's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Cardinals.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Very nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Here's Trice. He has 6. And it's blocked. Out of bounds, Georgetown takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
It's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. Outside Wilson. Pass to Harkless. There's the pick. Second shot opportunity.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
First trip to the line for him here. Harkless hits them both. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. No good from the wing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Felix, good.
For three.
Freak with it. 17 points in the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fires the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Peyton. Freak's got the game tied up here for the Cardinals.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Harkless the pass to Wilson. Here's Nelson. No what? And it's Louisville the other way. On the wing, Hughes. Here's Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Freak in at shooting guard. Peyton is out there with Thomas. And it's Rozier in at the one.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
And it's a completely new group here for the Hoyas.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Now, here's Warren. Baseline jumper. Again, Georgetown.
Man, did they need those points. And I bet he's the guy that continues to go for him.
Well, unless they alter the defense on him, I mean, he should be the guy they go to. His height gives him a huge edge the way they're playing him now, so keep going to it until the defense adjusts.
Now, Trice kicks it to Warren. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. And the Hoyas making a change here. Randolph is checked in. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Good. 26 points for Freak.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Now, here's Trice. He's guarded closely. Here's Warren, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
They've been trailing for a few minutes here.
But you know what? That could change right here.
Freak kicks to White. Feeds to Sanders. Now here's Freak. From downtown, it's hauled in by Warren. Randolph dishes to Trice. .114 left here in the second half of the game. Here's Warren. And misses it off the right side of the rim. So it's Louisville now.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
.52 seconds left in the second half of basketball. Trice passes to Warren. They double him with Freak. And here's Trice. Unloads from 13. The Hoyas with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face. And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And that one misses. And the second of two is good. That gives them the lead.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
He dishes it to Warren. The jump hook. Oh, missed it. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
At the line for two.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a three-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
So Louisville wins it. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous.
Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the Louisville Cardinals.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the power forward.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
Now, here's Decker. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Good. Freak's got 6.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Pass to Sanders. Lets it go from 14. It's hauled in by Hawkins.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Kaminsky. Outside Hill. Now here's Decker, guarded closely.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
It's a completely new group for the Cardinals. Wisconsin trails by 3, and Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Wade in at the power forward. Now here's Decker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Now the Cardinals moving it up. White, good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
51 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Hill kicks to Hawkins. Wade left side. The 10-footer finds the target. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal in high school.
Hawkins can't get that one to fall. Cardinals leading by 5. And it's Freak missing.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
He got it up. The shot no good. And the first half. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Harrell is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Badgers, we've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 slot. And so he makes both from the line. Louisville leading by 6.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Fires the 3. The Badgers pull it in.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Now Decker following the 3-point attempt by Freak. Count that one. Cardinals leading by 4. Out to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Here's Price, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now here's Conley. Hill passes to Conley. They set the pick. And the shot falls short this time. On the wing, Hughes. Freak Evans picks him up. And it's Freak missing.
Back for them at that end of the court right now.
Thomas checked in for the program. So it's Louisville now. 6-point lead.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Freak, he's in at the point. White is out there with Harrell. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the center position. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Louisville.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Hawkins kicks to Evans. Here's the screen.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
The Badgers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Here's Freak. Makes it off the glass. And Louisville leads by 7.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Up top, Hawkins. The Badgers working the ball around now. And it's Evans missing. Louisville leading by 7. For the 3. Good. And that's 18 points for Freak.
That tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
1:39 left to play here in the second half. And there's the pass to Evans. Knocked loose and stolen by Harrell. Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And the Badgers with possession here. After the basket by Louisville. And that's Evans penetrating. And the basket by Kaminsky.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
So it's Louisville now.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Cardinals.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for a Freak. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Hill passes to Hawkins. It's deflected. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And Louisville leads by 18.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
So we see the Cardinals get the win here. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure elation. Being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin, from the players, the rest of the students watching, I mean, this is something that can never be taken from you. They will always have this moment in history to reflect upon.
And it's such a punishing path to this moment.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
Hi.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was a clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that. It was true. It happened to me.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select the point guard from the University of Louisville.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady, Yvette. My dude, Vig.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, hold him in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
Yeah, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who is also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead,
Get her, Mama.
Tell her, Mama.
Come on.
Go get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibrations.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.